Hello friends, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video today I am going to present the chapter Dukh Ka Adhikar in English, and this chapter is for grade 9 for those who are following NCERT textbook. And a lekhak of Dukh Ka Adhikar is Yashpal. So let's begin the chapter. Before that, I remind you to like, share and subscribe my videos, and do comment or do give me any suggestions about my videos, and also if you have any doubt, please mention that too in the comment section. So here the chapter is Dukh Ka Adhikar. Meaning of this chapter is the right to depression. So let's see what lekhak is actually meaning out of this title for this chapter. So let me begin the summary. I'll be explaining the summary of the chapter. Now I have divided the summary of this chapter into different portions. I have given subheadings for this. But if you just watch and listen to the entire summaries, paragraphs I am explaining, you'll get to know the entire story very well. Okay, so let's begin. First, the heading I have given, subheading I have given is पोशाक का महत्व. पोशाक means the clothes we wear. Okay. इस पाठ के माध्यम से लेखक कह रहे हैं कि मनुष्य की जो वेशभूषा होती है वह उनकी पहचान को बता देती है. सो इन दिस स्टोरी लेखक इज ट्राइंग टू से, दैट इज ऑथर इज सेइंग, मनुष्य की जो वेशभूषा होती है, द ड्रेसिंग, द वे मनुष्य ड्रेसेस और दे वेयर क्लोथ्स, इट शोज देयर कैरेक्टर, पहचान को बता देती है. टेल्स व्हाट द पर्सन इज. हिज कैरेक्टर डिपेंड्स ऑन द क्लोथ्स ही वेयर्स. प्रायः पोशाक ही समान मनुष्य का अधिकार और उसका दर्जा निश्चित करती है. एंड क्लोथ्स आर द वंस, द ड्रेस यू वेयर एक्चुअली tells about the human being's adhikar, your rights and your status. I think you have understood what actually lekhak is trying to say here. He's saying that if you're wearing a clothes, see, we also know, and normally when we see people outside, by looking at their dress, we start judging them, right? If they are wearing a very good, you can understand, you can get to know, you recognize the price, you start judging the price of their dress, and then you start judging that, okay, this person must be coming from a very good family or a very rich family, right? By looking at the clothes a person wear, we start judging them. So that is what लेखक is also trying to say here. वह हमारे लिए अनेक दरवाजे खोल देती है, परंतु कभी ऐसी स्थिति भी आ जाती है कि जब हम जरा झुककर समाज की निचली श्रेणियों को समझने का प्रयास करते हैं. So here lekhak is saying actually the clothes we wear opens a lots of opportunities, doors for in front of us. If you're wearing very costly dress, or at least a dress that shows out that it is very expensive, it opens up a lot of opportunities for you. Because people start thinking, okay, you're from a rich family, they'll start giving you that kind of, and they start making connection with you because by just judging over your clothes. परंतु कभी ऐसी स्थिति भी आ जाती है कि जब हम जरा झुककर समाज की निचली श्रेणियों को समझने का प्रयास करते हैं. सो हियर लेखक इज सेइंग, बट एट टाइम्स इवन वी पीपल हु आर ऑफ हाई स्टेटस, इवन वी फील लाइक वी हैव टू गो टू द people who are of low status or who are a little bit poor. We have to go to their level also. झुककर समाज की निचली श्रेणी, झुककर means you have to bow down towards निचली श्रेणी, smaller people of smaller status. Sometimes you have to bow down to them also to understand their feelings. But of course the clothes we wear doesn't allow us to. That is what is meaning here. उस समय यह पोशाक की बंधन और अड़चन बन जाती है, यही पोशाक. At that time, the same very clothes you are wearing becomes, an obstacle between you and that person who is of low status, because you feel like, okay, I come from a very good family, I am wearing a very decent clothes apart from what the person of low status is wearing. So I can't just go to that person and ask about his health, his well-being or his problems. Because we feel, that is what the lekhak is saying, at that time your clothes becomes an obstacle between you and that person with low status. जैसे वायु की लहरें कटी हुई पतंग को आसानी से भूमि पर नहीं गिर जाने देती, उसी तरह खास परिस्थितियों में हमारी पोशाक हमें झुक सकने से रोके रहती है. So same thing what I said earlier, जैसे वायु की लहरें कटी हुई पतंग को आसानी से भूमि पर नहीं गिर जाने देती. Here a similarity is being used by लेखक. He is saying that Just like when there is a very strong wind, a kite won't just fall on the ground, right? It will keep flying above in the sky. Same way, even we people, if we are wearing a decent, very good, expensive clothes, we cannot go to that low status people and ask about their whereabouts, because there your clothes, your status becomes an obstacle. That is what is the meaning of the first paragraph. Now let's go to the second paragraph. Samaj ka nazariya. That is viewpoint of Samaj. Samaj is, our society. Society's viewpoint. Let's see. बाजार में फुटपाथ पर कुछ खरबूजे डलिया में और कुछ जमीन पर बिक्री के लिए रखे जाने पड़ते थे. खरबूजों के समीप एक अधेड़ उम्र की औरत बैठी रो रही थी. So in bazaar, in market, footpath पर कुछ खरबूजे, melon, right? Watermelon. So there was a lady, adhed umr ki means she was an old aged lady. She was sitting on the footpath, and daliya means tokri, basket. Mein aur kuch zameen par. There was in basket some melons, watermelons, and some were on zameen, on the ground. And there was an old woman sitting over there selling these watermelons. खरबूजे बिक्री के लिए थे, परंतु उन्हें खरीदने के लिए कोई आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा था. खरबूजों को बेचने वाली स्त्री कपड़े से मुंह छिपाए सिर को घुटनों पर रखे रो रही थी. So the watermelons were for sale, but no one was coming front to buy them, and this lady who was selling it was crying. She was hiding her face on her knee and she was crying. Now why was she crying? You'll get to know when we look at the story even more further. पड़ोस की दुकानों के तख्तों पर बैठे या बाजार में खड़े लोग घृणा से उसी स्त्री के संबंध में बात कर रहे थे. So all those people at the neighborhood of that dukan, of that shop, were actually either sitting on the footpath or they were walking, and they were all very angry. Grina se, they were all angry and talking about this old woman. Now why were they talking about this woman? उस स्त्री का रोना देखकर लेखक के मन में एक व्यथा सी उठी, पर उसके रोने का कारण जानने का उपाय सोचने लगा. So looking at that lady in लेखक's मन, suddenly he felt very sad, and he felt very curious to know why is this lady crying. उस पर उसके रोने का कारण जानने का he was very curious to know what the problem actually the lady was facing. फुटपाथ पर उसके पास बैठ सकने में मेरी पोशाक ही व्यवधान बन खड़ी हो रही थी. So just like we saw in the earlier paragraph, here our लेखक is saying that but the dress I was wearing became an obstacle between me and that poor old lady, because I couldn't go to her and ask her problem. My clothes were not allowing me. And you know why clothes were not allowing, as I have discussed it in the earlier paragraph. Now let's see again. लोगों की विचारधारा. So what people, what people had thoughts, विचारधारा thoughts, लोगों की. एक आदमी ने घृणा से एक तरफ थूकते हुए कहा, क्या जमाना आ गया है. जवान लड़के को मरे हुए अभी पूरा दिन नहीं बीता और ये बेहया दुकान लगाकर बैठी है. So now one person, okay, we are talking about the people surrounding that woman, and one person from there is saying, look what zamana has come, what kind of a time we are living now in. जवान लड़के को मरे हुए अभी पूरा दिन भी नहीं बीता. So from this we get to understand that her son, a young son, has died. He is passed away, and this admi, this man, is saying that just look at the time we are living in, that just now it's not even a day she lost her son and she's here sitting and selling watermelons. Behaya means a person who is not having any kind of shame. दूसरे साहब अपने दाढ़ी खुजाते हुए कह रहे थे, अरे जैसी नियत होती है अल्लाह भी वैसी ही बरकत देता है. So here another man started scratching his दाढ़ी, beard, and he was saying, जैसे नियत होती है means how you have intention, what is the intention in your mind, that's the same thing happens with you. जैसी नियत वैसी बरकत is a proverb. Okay, so let's go again. So this is what people were keeping on saying about the women. We know, right, we live in a society where people keep judging us, right? We all must have experienced it one or the other way. So let's look at the next paragraph. अंधविश्वास तथा कुरीतियां. This means Andhavishwas, Kuriti, all means superstitious beliefs. Okay. Let's see what is written in this paragraph. सामने के फुटपाथ पर खड़े एक आदमी ने दियासलाई की तीली से कान खुजाते हुए कहा, अरे इन लोगों का क्या है? ये कमीने लोग रोटी के टुकड़े पर जान देते हैं। इनके लिए बेटा बेटी खसम लुगाई धर्म ईमान सब रोटी का टुकड़ा ही तो है. So another man from opposite to the footpath was saying, Diyaslai ki tili means matchstick. Okay, so he was scratching inside his ears. We're using matchstick, and he was saying, "What for these people like this woman? What for them? For them, they don't care anything. For them, everything is their earnings. Like whatever happens in their family, whatever, like they don't care about beta beti, their son or their daughter or their pati patni. Khasam lugai means pati patni, husband wife, dharm iman, their religion. They don't care about these things. They only care about their earnings. Roti ke tukde here means their earnings." परचून की दुकान पर बैठे लाल जी ने कहा, इस स्त्री के लिए मरने या जीने का कोई मतलब ना हो, पर दूसरे लोगों के धर्म और ईमान का तो ख्याल करना चाहिए. So a person from another dukan, he was selling something else. That person says, what for these women? Okay, she doesn't care about her religion, her husband, wife, etc. But at least she have to think about others' religion. See, now what here people have started talking. Why should she think about others' religion? People start judging in this way. जवान बेटे के मरने पर 13 दिन का सूतक होता है और वह यहाँ बाजार में आकर खरबूजे बेचने बैठ गई है. कई तरह के आदमी आते जाते हैं, कोई क्या जानता है कि इसके घर में सूतक है. So here the man is saying, जवान बेटे, young son has just died and she's not even sitting in house for 13 days. Like we just know when in case of widows, they are supposed to sit when their husband dies, they sit for some days in home, right? They have to sit. It is according to their religion. So similarly, according to this the religion this woman follows, when her son dies, she has to sit 13 days in her house. But here लेखक is saying, कोई यह क्या जानता है कि इसके घर में सूतक है. लेखक is saying, how do the people know that what is happening in her house? That in her house there is something very bad happened. Now let's see again further what happens. Okay, so this paragraph is about खरबूजे बेचने वाली स्त्री की व्यथा. So what was the condition of the woman selling those watermelons? उसका 23 बरस का जवान लड़का था. घर में उसकी बहू और पोता पोती है. लड़का शहर के पास 1.5 बीघा भर जमीन में कचियारा करके परिवार का निर्वाह करता था. So she had a 23-year-old son, and in her house there are also her grandchildren. And this son used to, he had 1.5 बीघा भर जमीन means he had a piece of land on which he used to do कचियारा. He did agriculture. खरबूजों की डलिया बाजार में पहुंचाकर कभी लड़का स्वयं सौदे के पास बैठ जाता, कभी माँ बैठ जाती. So sometimes the son himself used to take those खरबूजे from the field and he used to go and sell. Sometimes his mother used to go and sell them. Now next, लड़के की मृत्यु का कारण. So what was the reason behind the death of her son? लड़का 2 दिन पहले एक सुबह हल्के उजाले में बेलों में से पके हुए खरबूजे चुन रहा था. So this 2 days earlier, the son was actually picking all those खरबूजे. गीली मेड़ की तरावट में विश्राम कर रहे सांप. So suddenly there was a snake who was actually विश्राम, who was taking rest on made. Made means wet land, gili made, wet land. There was a सांप who was taking rest and he actually stumbled over that snake. He by mistakenly stamped it. सांप ने लड़के को डस लिया. At this time, the snake bit him. लड़के की बुढ़िया माँ बावली होकर ओझा को बुला लाई. So this old mother of him, she became very restless and she went and brought the person. Nagdev ki puja hui. So she went and brought the person who takes, who handles those snakes, that. She brought that person, Nagdev ki puja. She also did puja regarding Nagdev. They have a belief about Nagdev. They start, calling them whenever there is this kind of condition in their house. पूजा के लिए पैसे चाहिए. घर में जो कुछ आटा और अनाज था दान दक्षिणा में खत्म हो गया. So they actually needed money for all these things, and whatever they had to eat, atta or anaj, all those rice, wheat, etc. in their house, they also was actually, they finished them by giving dan dakshina. You have to give something for these people who come, right? So all those, whatever they had to give these people who had come to take care of her son. Next, दुख की अनुभूति. माँ, बहू और बच्चे भगवाना से लिपट लिपट कर रोए, पर भगवाना जो एक दफे चुप हुआ तो फिर ना बोला, अर्थात उसकी मृत्यु हो गई. भगवाना is the name of her son. So suddenly he became quiet and then he never talked and spoke anymore. And माँ, बहू और बच्चे, this mother, his wife, भगवाना's wife and his kids all started crying. सर्प के विष के कारण उसका सारा बदन काला पड़ गया था. So because of the venom of that snake, the entire body of that boy, of her son, had become black in color. जीवित आदमी नंगा भी रह सकता है, परंतु मरे हुए को नंगा कैसे विदा किया जाए. So here what is being said is, when we are living, we can live in any condition. Means in whatever manner you are staying, you living, you can live. But once you die, here Lekhak is trying to say that जीवित आदमी नंगा भी रह सकता है. Means you can at least live with a few pieces of clothes also. But once you die, we need to cover that died person's body with a good, clean, full clothes, right? उसके लिए तो बजाज की दुकान से नया कपड़ा लाना ही होगा. So for him, when now he is already passed away, at least for that dead body, they had to buy a new cloth. चाहे उसके लिए माँ के हाथों के चन्नी ककना की क्यों ना बिक जाए. भगवाना की मृत्यु हो गई. घर में जो कुछ बाकी था वह उसके अंतिम संस्कार में खत्म हो गया. So whatever jewelry the lady was wearing, it had to be sold. And भगवाना की मृत्यु हो गई. भगवाना also passed away. अब घर में कुछ बाकी नहीं रहा. Now in their house there was nothing left for अंतिम संस्कार. You know, after the death of someone in your family, there will be अंतिम संस्कार. But for that also they didn't have any money. पिता नहीं रहा तो क्या. लड़के सुबह उठते ही भूख के कारण रोने लगे. दादी ने उन्हें खाने के लिए खरबूजे दे दिए, लेकिन बहू को क्या देती. So even if those kids, you know, her grandchildren, they lost their father. Of course, they have started feeling hungry. Okay, hunger won't just pass away, right? दादी ने उन्हें, so for them, दादी, that is this lady, she gave those kids खरबूजे, watermelon. But for that bahu, for her son's wife, there was nothing left to be given as food. बहू का बदन बुखार से तवे की तरह तप रहा था. अब बेटे के बिना गुड़िया को कौन उधार देता. So now her daughter-in-law's body was actually बुखार से तवे की तरह. तवे, you know, that hot pan you keep on gas stove. Just like that hot pan, her body was being very hot because of fever. अब बेटे के बिना बुढ़िया को कौन उधार दे. Now she is a person who doesn't have even a son. Okay, who will give her udhar? Who will give her money that will get in return? That is what udhar means. Who will give her even that? बुढ़िया रोते रोते और आंखें पोंछते पोंछते भगवाना के बटोरे हुए खरबूजे डलिया में समेट कर बाजार की ओर चली, और चारा भी क्या था. So this is why the old lady, even she had to face so many difficulties, and there was so much happening in her life. She had to take all those खरबूजे and go to sell them. बुढ़िया खरबूजे बेचने का साहस करके आई थी, परंतु सिर पर चादर लपेटे, सिर को घुटनों पर टिकाए हुए जोर जोर से रो रही थी. So she had gone to sell them, but she was keeping on crying, and that is the reason why she was crying. लेखक के द्वारा बुढ़िया के दुख को समझना. Now it is here it's going to be explaining what is the viewpoint of the लेखक over here. कल जिसके बेटे की मृत्यु हो गई, आज वह बाजार में सौदा बेचने चली है. हाय रे पत्थर दे. So this is what लेखक is trying to show out of what the people around her, okay, what how they are judging her. That is just she didn't even a day didn't pass that she lost her son, and now she's here selling all those vegetables or fruits or whatever it is. Haire patthar dil. How kind of stone-hearted she is. So here we get to understand is that actually she knows what is going on in her house, what is the feeling she's facing, but people just don't stop judging her. उस पुत्र वियोगिनी, that is a person who is separated from her son, पुत्र वियोगिनी के दुख का अंदाजा लगाने के लिए पिछले साल अपने पड़ोस में पुत्र की मृत्यु से दुखी माता की बात सोचने लगा. So looking at her, लेखक suddenly was reminded of his own pados, his neighborhood. There was a similar condition over there, because in neighborhood also they had lost their son. वह महिला पुत्र की मृत्यु के बाद 2.5 मास तक बिस्तर से उठ ना सकी थी. So that lady about whom this लेखक is speaking over here, that is his pados, that lady was on the bistar, that's on the bed for months. Okay, she was not even able to get up from her bed in depression due to the sadness of being separated from her son. उन्हें 15 मिनट बाद पुत्र वियोग से मूर्छा आ जाती थी और मूर्छा ना आने की अवस्था में आंखों से आंसू ना रुकते. So in 15 minutes means in 15 minutes मूर्छा means she used to faint out of the sadness, out of this depression. And when she's not fainting, आंसू ना रुकते. From her eyes tears won't stop. दो डॉक्टर हर समय पास बैठे रहते, and there were 2 doctors sitting near her. हर दम सिर पर बर्फ रखी जाती थी, and always ice cubes were being kept, ice bags were kept on her head. शहर भर के लोगों के मन उस पुत्र शोक से द्रवित हो उठे थे. The entire the entire neighborhood, the people who knew her were all sad along with her. So here what Lekhak is trying to say is, this is the difference between this lady, Lekhak's neighbor, and the lady here on footpath. Lekhak's neighbor was from a good family, so she had the right to celebrate her depression. Celebrate in the sense not celebrate something kind of happiness, but sadness. To celebrate even your depression, you have to have some right. But that right is being lost or being snatched away from this lady because she doesn't have money. You can just look at the conditions of both the families. जब मन को सूझ का रास्ता नहीं मिलता तो बेचैनी से कदम तेज हो जाते हैं. उसी हालत में नाक ऊपर उठाए राह चलतों से ठोकरें खाता मैं चला जा रहा था. सोच रहा था शौक करने गम मनाने के लिए भी सहूलियत चाहिए और दुखी होने का भी एक अधिकार होता है. So here, just like I earlier said, here Lekhak is saying, but I knew all these things, but I was still keeping walking. I kept on walking away from this lady. Because why? Because Lekhak is wearing good clothes, just as discussed earlier. He was from a good family, so he was not able to go to that old poor lady and ask about her difficulties. And from all this, Lekhak is saying, दुख होने का भी एक अधिकार होता है. To be sad also you need some kind of right. I hope you understood the entire story. If you have any doubt, please don't forget to mention in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my video.